Imagine a job so powerful, so unique, that it breaks every single rule of modern employment. A position where you lead 1.4 billion people, where millions hang on your every word, where your influence stretches beyond borders, ideologies, and generations. Think about it. One voice, one man, carrying a moral responsibility that eclipses that of presidents, kings, tech moguls, and influencers combined. But now imagine this twist. A job this immense, this iconic, this globally transformative, pays absolutely nothing. Zero. Not a single dollar in salary. That alone defies everything we've come to associate with power, success, and influence. Welcome to the most astonishing career on earth, the story of the Pope, a position that is not merely a title or role, but a calling, a sacred mission that flips the modern definition of leadership on its head. And today, we witness a chapter in history that is truly groundbreaking, as Robert Francis Prevost is set to become Pope Leo XIV, the first American ever chosen to lead the Catholic Church. Picture this: the Vatican, drenched in silence, heavy with anticipation. Behind closed doors, 132 cardinals engage in deliberations as the weight of a 2,000-year-old institution hangs in the balance. After intense hours of prayer, discussion, and discernment, a decision is made, one that would send shockwaves across the globe. It all began in Chicago in 1955, a city built on ambition, diversity, and dreams. Born to Spanish and Franco-Italian parents, young Robert Prevost's life seemed ordinary. An altar boy, a child of immigrant values, molded by faith, humility, and hard work. No one, neither his family, his teachers, nor Robert himself, could have imagined that this boy would someday ascend to the highest spiritual office on earth. His journey was never about power. It was never driven by status or the thirst for control. From his earliest days, Robert understood that the truest form of leadership comes through service. Ordained in 1982, he didn't seek comfort or prestige. Instead, he went to Peru, not as a visitor, but as a missionary. He walked the dusty roads. He sat with the poor. He listened to the cries of the unheard. He didn't just serve the people. He became one of them. For decades, he lived their reality, embraced their struggles, and offered compassion in a world often devoid of it. He built not just churches, but hope. He gave not just sermons, but love. That experience didn't just shape his theology, it defined his humanity. Now, at 69 years old, the world is about to witness the rise of Pope Leo XIV, a man forged not in palaces, but in pueblos. His appointment isn't just historic for being the first American pope. It's revolutionary because it brings a voice shaped by the global South, by the margins, by real life. And while nations celebrate, with even US President Donald Trump calling it a great honor for our country, this moment goes far beyond borders. It's not about nationalism, it's about humanity. It's about a man who understands both the power of faith and the pain of poverty. A man who chose mission over money, compassion over comfort, purpose over prestige. Let's pause here and really try to grasp the magnitude of this role. Imagine being the moral compass for over 1.4 billion people. Your every word, your every gesture, dissected, celebrated, debated, echoed across churches, headlines, homes, and hearts. You hold no army, you sign no laws, you command no economy. And yet, your voice can calm storms, bring nations together, and awaken hope in the darkest places. And here's the part that most people can't wrap their heads around. Despite the scale of responsibility, the Pope doesn't draw a salary, no paycheck, no bonuses. Instead, Everything he needs, housing, meals, transport, security, is provided by the Vatican, not as luxury, not as privilege, but as tools for uninterrupted service. The Pope's home, though beautiful, is not a mansion of indulgence. His meals are simple. His transportation is diplomatic, but it is not extravagant. This is not about wealth. This is about freedom. The kind of freedom that comes when your heart is unattached to possessions and fully devoted to a mission greater than yourself. He chooses this life. He embraces the centuries-old tradition that true riches are not found in bank accounts, but in souls saved, in kindness shown, in bridges built. Think about the CEOs of the world, the billionaires with their private jets, yachts, and island resorts. Think about politicians with lifelong pensions, lobbyists, and power plays. Then look at Pope Leo XIV. He doesn't own a single luxury item. He lives with no salary, and yet he has what no one else can buy: the ability to change lives with a whisper, to move nations with a prayer, to guide generations with quiet integrity. That is real power. That is real influence. And Robert Prevost's background makes this even more remarkable. As the former prefect of the Vatican's dicastery for bishops, he has helped shape the leadership of the Catholic Church around the globe. He understands the institution from the inside out. He's not a bureaucrat. He's a shepherd. He knows the needs of the flock because he has lived among them. He doesn't speak from theory. He speaks from experience. When he preaches peace, it's not just doctrine, it's personal. When he talks of evangelization, it's not just mission, it's memory. In a subtle yet profound statement, Pope Leo XIV has chosen to wear the traditional red cape, a symbol that many of his recent predecessors set aside. It may seem like a small detail, but it speaks volumes. It says, "I honor the past. I carry the legacy, but I walk with fresh eyes and an open heart." He bridges the old with the new. He is not here to reinvent faith. He is here to renew its fire. In a world torn apart by division, greed, and individualism, this man chooses simplicity. In a time where success is measured by what you gain, he reminds us that the highest success lies in what you give. He walks into a role that demands sacrifice, not reward. A role where your time is no longer your own, where your words must carry healing, where your presence must bring peace, and he embraces it with humility. So the next time someone defines leadership by titles, cars, or earnings, remember Pope Leo XIV. Remember that greatness isn't always loud, that the most powerful man in the world might be the one who owns nothing yet offers everything. Remember that true legacy isn't built on wealth, but on the lives you touch and the faith you inspire. In a noisy world chasing fame, he offers silence. In a broken world seeking healing, he offers hope. In a selfish world driven by gain, he offers love. This is not just a career, it's a commitment, a sacrifice, a divine mission, and it's a story the world will never forget.